Hello everyone, this is David. Thank you for making your way to my YouTube site. This is where I plan to document my through hike attempt of the Appalachian Trail next year. I know this site was initially set up for my friends and family, so there are things I'm going to share here that many of you already know about me, but there's that possibility, I guess, that there will be some outsiders that log into this YouTube site as they're researching people who are through hiking the Appalachian Trail. Just a little bit about myself. I am recently retired as an elementary school teacher with 23 years of teaching, and hiking the Appalachian Trail has been something that I've been thinking about for quite a while. I have a little bit of hiking experience. I started, I guess, backpacking and all probably about 11 to 12 years ago when I became an assistant scoutmaster for a local Boy Scouting troop. I started going on short hikes with the troop, 5 to 10 miles, and that eventually led to bigger overnight hikes. And eventually I made it 260 miles on the John Muir Trail with my son and two other scouts who had all graduated from scouting at that point. They were all college or older. And we went 21 days, 260 miles. I've done the Lost Coast Trail, and I've done the Tahoe Rim Trail back in 2015. To prepare for the Appalachian Trail, my plan is to go on the Tahoe Rim Trail again, 165 miles later this summer. And the Appalachian Trail itself, I expect to take about 6 months. It could be a little longer, a little shorter, depending on how much progress I can make. Now, I consider myself a novice hiker, backpacker. I'm not real experienced, but I have a little bit of knowledge, and I feel that it's more mental than physical, though I've been staying fit and doing a lot of walking each day. So my daily routine when I do it, I guess 5 to 6 days a week, I walk about 4 to 6 miles around the neighborhood carrying a 35-pound pack, a rucksack that's made for that. So it's a weighted backpack. I have all of the gear that I've kind of gathered up over the years, so I feel well prepared in that respect. And I just appreciate the fact that my wife's allowing me to do this. My site name, Sunny D Hikes the AT. When you backpack like this, you typically get a trail name. So many years ago, I got the trail name Sunny D from another assistant scoutmaster, and he said that I always had a sunny disposition when I backpacked, and my name being David. I guess that's where he got the D from. Now, I plan on starting the Appalachian Trail using that name, though quite frankly, I'm looking forward to the possibility of getting a new name. Typically, your trail name comes from the other hikers that you hike with, and it's something that goes along with a little idiosyncrasy that you might have, or some sort of habit you might develop, or just maybe some event that occurred that involved you. For instance, on a hike that my son and I took, we had a hiking friend that would always have to stop and stretch out his hips because he had sore hips from the pack weighing down on him. So we gave him the trail name Hipster. And truly your trail name is something that you have to accept. If you don't accept it, then you can keep thinking to get a new one. So I'll probably start the trail with Sunny D, though I'm looking forward to the possibility of having it change. And if it does, the site may change as well. Let's see. I'm excited, scared, and I plan on doing a lot of preparation for this hike before I go. I already have my flight to Atlanta, Georgia, and I'll be taking the train from the airport to a town that's probably about an hour away train-wise, I guess, and staying overnight in that town. And then the next morning at 9 a.m., I'm going to be picked up by Ron Shuttle. He tailors to people that are doing the Appalachian Trail. And that shuttle will drive me another hour and a half to the trailhead at Amacola Falls in Georgia. And the trail ends at Mount, I think I'm saying this right, Katahdin, or Maine. And if all goes well, I should be able to complete this hike in about 6 months, as I mentioned earlier. And hopefully my wife can fly out and meet up with me in Portland, Maine, and then we can do some exploring before I make it back home. Now, I mentioned earlier that this hike is mental more than physical, I guess you'd say. People make this hike every year. 1,000 people attempt, and a few thousand do make it. I think for me, success is going to lie in the fact that I attach myself to a group that will kind of motivate me along the way. But my hope also is that my friends and family that are watching my videos will also send me little messages of encouragement along the way to keep me motivated. I know there will be some highs and lows, so to speak, as I hike. And I want to share these videos with my prior students at the school that I taught at. So all of you subscribers, let your friends know that I have the site, and my hope is that I'll be posting another video in a few weeks with some of my gear, kind of sharing the gear I'm going to be taking on this trip. The goal is obviously to keep your gear light so that you can hike without too much discomfort. And so my base weight, this is everything except for food and water, is going to be about 18 pounds. And there's a saying on the Appalachian Trail, no pain, no rain, no main. So there is some pain involved, obviously, just the pain of hiking. Some people get injuries and have to leave the trail for that reason. There's a lot of rain that you have to endure. My advice, if you're not familiar with the Appalachian Trail, is watch some YouTube videos. There are a number of people that are documenting their hikes as we speak, and there's some small documentaries on YouTube which kind of share what the Appalachian Trail is all about. But there are huts along the way that I can stay at. They usually house about 7 people. They're right on the trail. I think they're spaced out about every 20 to 30 miles. Some may be closer, some may be further apart. And then there are huts, and there's a whole culture of people that cater to hikers along the trail. So I chose the Appalachian Trail because it is truly the easiest trail in the sense of logistics. Maybe not the way it's made up, but you have the Pacific Crest Trail, which is in our backyard. I could have chosen that, but I didn't want to have to send myself resupplies. My intent is to get off the trail every 6 to 10 days to get new food supplies in different towns, and then I might be staying at hotels or hostels along the way where they offer showers. Longest I've gone without taking a shower was on the John Muir Trail, and that was 16 days. I don't plan on doing that again, so I'm hoping to be able to get a shower maybe every 6 to 10 days, and obviously get food as well. On occasion, I might send things back to my wife that I don't think I need anymore, or get her to send me things. So I expect to use 4 pairs of shoes on this hike. It's about 2,200 miles in duration, and I'm hoping to swap out shoes about every 400 to 500 miles. So I already have the shoes purchased, or at least some of them, because I'm trying to get them cheaper online than I would get them as I hike the trail. And I'll set up a local post office along the way where I anticipate meeting that 400 to 500 mile mark, and then pre-posting it so that my wife can get it out to me in time. Well, that's everything. And again, I truly appreciate you following me along on this hike, and hopefully I'll see some notes of encouragement from you as I do this hike. I can tell you that I shared a lot with my students before retiring this year, and I had a student in my class towards the end that mentioned, Mr. Barber, you're going to get a lot of haters on your site. And I mentioned to him that, I'm well past that. I don't worry about people sending me disparaging messages. If it happens, it happens. I'm just going to keep plugging along. Truly, I'm only accountable to myself, my wife, and my son. And I'm going to do the best I can to kind of give you the best view of what this hike's going to be like. And I'm not certain I'm going to make it, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And I truly appreciate all the support I've gotten from friends and family so far. So thank you, and let's see how this all turns out. Thanks again. Bye.